Greetings, family. Greetings, and once again, welcome to this show. It seems the paranoia of Emmerson Mnangagwa is far from over. As we continue to see him fighting against everyone, making himself number one enemy of the Zimbabwean people, this issue is still far from over. The persecution that we have seen happening in Zimbabwe, the arrest of leaders, the arrest of human rights activists as well as opposition leaders and any dissenting voice in Zimbabwe, it is a sign that indeed Mnangagwa is so much afraid. He is very uncertain of his future. What he's seeing happening here is that the tide is seemingly, blowing and moving very fast against Emmerson Mnangagwa, and that is where his fear is. Remember, Mnangagwa has been fighting so hard to create this Mafidi dynasty where he has attached quite a lot of the wealth of Zimbabwe to his personal cronies and his people and his family. And he has also started to position his children politically into positions that they could eventually take over, and they could be, the leaders of that Mafidi dynasty that is trying to establish in Zimbabwe. But we are seeing all this, not working at the end of the day, because Mnangagwa continues to remain so cornered and unpopular. And as if it's not enough, Emmerson Mnangagwa has also just deployed the CIO to monitor Saviour Kasukuwere in South Africa. And this is really very, very amazing. When somebody gets to such levels of fear, where you are even afraid of a man who is staying down there in South Africa, who is not even in Zimbabwe, who does not even have any group of people around him, who does not even have anything except maybe his laptop and his phone, and only staying in his house. And you are so afraid when you still have all the machinery of protecting yourself, of fighting and protecting your position. It is so surprising why you would have to deploy CIO to go and monitor Saviour Kasukuwere right in South Africa. And this on its own is an indication that there is something that is brewing, something definitely is happening. And it is only those that are right inside who know what is happening. But the sign only shows that Mnangagwa is in serious problems. International Cables Network reports that Zimbabwe President E.D. Mnangagwa is personally deployed and designated and declared international intelligence officers to South Africa to monitor Honorable Kasukuwere. Property located a few yards from the former minister's residence has been acquired for that mission. Can you see? So they can get to such an extent of, even acquiring property, renting or whatever, or buying a property that is next close to him, so that these people or these Mnangagwa's vicious dogs can be, waiting there for their hunt. And this is very, very unfortunate, because Mnangagwa would always want to put some other people's lives in danger, because the man is, while he's a political rival, but we don't see much that he could do when he's outside there. He was forbidden to take part in the elections. He was forbidden to come and participate in the campaign period. And now, what is Mnangagwa so fussing about? Because there is not much here really that you get from that side. So it is just a sign that we have somebody who is so afraid and does not know what to do. He's clutching on straws, because you can't just be fighting literally everyone, and everyone becomes your enemy, and you are just suspecting that everyone has got a plan to do something to you and things like that. Why is he having that kind of mentality? And also the other issue that really we need to find out is it legal for him to do that, to be sending his security agents to be on a mission in another country? I don't know whether this has been cleared with the leadership of South Africa, or this is being done, underground. And Mnangagwa is able to do that underground. We know that it's not the first time that we have had CIO hunting down people right in South Africa, and even arresting some in South Africa. And I don't think that is proper, that is legal, according to the standards of sovereignty of nations. And because of the disrespect that he has for other nations, Mnangagwa is able to do that. And we would want to just make a shout out there to the South African authorities and the DA especially, who are standing up, because the ANC could remain quiet because they are complicit. So we want to say to the DA especially, can you monitor and check whether these people, the CIO that are sent by Mnangagwa, into your country, have entered on a legal way, and whatever that they are supposed to be doing there, are they really supposed to be doing that? Do they have the jurisdiction to operate like that as security agents who are on a mission for another political party in Zimbabwe, especially a political party that is marred with quite a lot in terms of human rights abuses, abductions, the killings of innocent people? And has that been cleared? Has that been okayed by the South African government? But I can assure you that you discover that it is not. And we want to continue to be shouting out there to say, let's continue to talk about issues that are happening in the nation. Saviour Kasukuwere and others, they have continued to conscientize Zimbabweans, to speak to the Zimbabwean people, to announce to the Zimbabwean people on the developments that are happening right inside ZANU-PF. And I think because of the connections that they have from their G40 faction, they are continuously updated on what is happening on the ground. And some of those issues are issues that are rattling Emmerson Mnangagwa, and he doesn't want such things to happen. And then he ends up now having to be sending some people in dark goggles to be hiding in the street corners and hiding in some cave, waiting to pounce on Saviour Kasukuwere. So we don't know what it is that really Mnangagwa wants to achieve here. Does he want to arrest him? Does he want to abduct him? Does he want to kill him? Does he want to... We don't know what really the mission of these people are, but we are just hoping and praying that Kasukuwere will be safe, and that he should also be monitoring his movements, so in case some of these Mnangagwa vicious dogs could be closer to him, and they might mean some harm to him, because we've seen this happening many times, and it is very unfortunate that we have a political system that is so dirty and rotten in Zimbabwe, a political system that is operating like a mafia, like the drug cartels, where guns can start to be shot at any moment in time without you even knowing. So we want to continue to say Zimbabwe needs new leaders. We want to continue to say Zimbabweans must rise up. Zimbabweans must demand justice. Zimbabweans must demand freedom and democracy. The leaders that we have today are not the leaders that we want in Zimbabwe. This issue has to be addressed. The issue of the stolen elections, the issue of Mnangagwa's atrocities and human rights abuses must continue to be made allowed out there. We must continue to speak out. We must stand up as a people of Zimbabwe and resist this illegal regime that is in Zimbabwe. And we know that once we are united, we are able to push, and this government will be out before they know it. Our time has come. Our season for change is now. Let us not tire. Let's continue to push. Let's continue to demand justice and freedom for the Zimbabwean people. And definitely, we are going to be soon free, because God is in it and freedom is coming. And let's continue to fight until victory is certain. Thank you so much, family, for joining me on this particular show. We shall be meeting again in the upcoming shows. So remain blessed till we meet again. Subscribe, like, and share if you have not done so.